we begin in the United Arab Emirates, where Chinese President Xi Jinping has been officially welcomed to the country. The Chinese leader arrived on Thursday as part of his first foreign trip of the year. The Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, hosted the welcoming ceremony. President Xi has been holding talks with UAE Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The two have discussed cooperation in energy and production, as well as the Belt and Road Initiative. The two sides have signed several agreements and held a medal presentation ceremony. President Xi is due in Senegal and Rwanda at the weekend before he flies to South Africa. Now, before leaving Beijing, President Xi expressed his hope to deepen strategic cooperation with all the countries on his itinerary. CGTN's Daniel Parker has more.
Touching down, the first Chinese president in the United Arab Emirates in nearly 3 decades. The visit kicks off Xi Jinping's first overseas trip since he began his second term. UAE Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed welcomed the president on Thursday. Xi Jinping expressed hope for boosting cooperation and development with the UAE in various fields. He highlighted the importance of bilateral ties between the countries, which date back to 1984. Xi also stressed that two sides should uphold the multilateral trading system. Currently, the UAE is China's largest export market and second largest trading partner in the Gulf region. Bilateral trade volume increased some 15% last year, reaching over $50 billion US. That's an increase of 800 times over 3 decades. The top sectors include high-tech, textiles, oil, and aluminum. After the UAE, President Xi will travel to Senegal, Rwanda, and South Africa for state visits. He will attend next week's BRICS summit in Johannesburg before finishing his tour with a friendly visit in Mauritius. Daniel Plafker, CGTN.
Let's get you more on President Xi's visit to the United Arab Emirates. I'm joined from Dubai by CGTN's Yasser Hakim. Yasser, let's start with the political and economic aspects. What's on the agenda for the Chinese president today?
Yes, the Chinese president was received at the presidential palace around an hour ago by the Vice President of the United Arab Emirates, the leader of Dubai, and also the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. And they went straight into talks on the economic and political dimensions. There's also the Chinese president was also given the Medal of Honor, the highest Medal of Honor from the United Arab Emirates, in sign of respect to the president and the importance of the relations between the two countries. On the business side, already 2 deals have been announced. One of them is a deal between Etihad Aviation Airways and Zhokak from China. It's an overseas investment company, and it's about promoting the investments by the Chinese company in the United Arab Emirates, and that will be led by Etihad Group. There's also a deal by ADNOC, that's a national Emirati oil company, and CNPC, the Chinese national petroleum company. And this deal is a $1.6 billion deal for onshore and offshore seismic survey exploration for gas and oil. And this is considered one of the largest, it's the largest contract in the world in this type of sector. So already two big deals have been announced. There are other deals that show how the United Arab Emirates is trying to increase its ties with China. For example, today was launched the first Chinese Emirati radio station called the Dragon, Arab Emirates Dragon Dubai radio station. The first Chinatown and largest Chinatown in the Middle East, and the first of its kind in the United Arab Emirates, is also now under construction, as well as the 3 million meter traders market, which is at the Dubai ports area, announced last night after the president had arrived. And this is an area and the free trade zone which is totally dedicated to investors and to the traders in Dubai ports who are dedicated for the Belt and Road Initiative, or the Silk Road.
Right.
So a host of ideas and agreements and signatures to show the closer ties between China and the United Arab Emirates during the president's visit.
And aside from that host of agreements on trade and other bilateral ties, there were plenty of cultural activities as well. So what can you tell us?
Yes, there has been what's called Hello China, in Arabic Hello China week, which is a China cultural week in the United Arab Emirates. It took place just before the arrival of the president, and it's continuing. It's a host of events, a book fair which included a copy of the Arabic edition of the book by President Xi, The Governance of China, is now sold in the Arabic edition of the book. There is still on screening of 5 Chinese films in different cinemas in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, the 2 main cities of the United Arab Emirates. There's been opera performances as well throughout the week, Chinese opera dance and opera performances in Dubai, as well as conferences and documentaries on local TV every day, a series about President Xi's life and his achievements, as well as documentaries on a daily basis about the importance of the Belt and Road Initiative. The United Arab Emirates is one of the first countries in the Arab world to join the Belt and Road Initiative. So there's a host of events taking place, and obviously the night the president arrived, the famous and renowned Burj Khalifa tower, the largest in the world, the tallest in the world, has been lit into the famous red and yellow flag of China. Back to you.
Right, Yasser Hakim joining us there from Dubai.